Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense comes on the field first today. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk. And that means one team, which won a conference championship, is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And, Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Offense will keep it on the ground here. When they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Back to pass. It's Jamison. That's caught. It's Morton. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Motion now from the tight end. Ball handed off. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Looking for some space. It's Freeman. And the defense brings him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. Breaks into open space. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
That is a first down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
And they finally stopped it, but a decent gain that time. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught near the sticks. It's Singleton. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for the first down and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Here's a handoff, testing the middle. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle.
Well, you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on second down to bring up this third down. Now as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
Caught by the receiver. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Touchdown, Nebraska, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback still with the football. Breaking free at the 35. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
That's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. And the quarterback keeps it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Looking to throw. It's Jamison. Short throw complete to the tight end. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
And it's caught. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to
finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Lets it go quickly. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Well, Nebraska has the lead here, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
And that one's straight down the middle. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. The back's got it. Fights through the tackler. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it second and medium. The shotgun handoff here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll try to run for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Got the first down and still motoring. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. The Cornhuskers are going to keep this drive rolling.
Boy, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle made after a big gain.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense
headed for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. To throw, it's Jamison. Receiver makes the grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he will be stuffed for no gain. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're going to kick it away for the second time. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And he goes. Nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. And the Huskers will line up to kick it away. And the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Morton. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48. First and 10 play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Here's the second down play. Great job of the defense pushing him back on first down. To throw, it's Jamison. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. And here comes the punter onto the field. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Watch the spin move. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish them.
Here he goes. Out past the 30. The 10. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers.
Well, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Movement here from the tight end. Looking downfield. It's Jamison. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. The punt team making their way on the field. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the coverage team ends him in and brings him down. And now the first play of this drive. They're set up at the 37. They're going to run it here. He's past the marker and still going. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Boy, between this offensive line and this back, it's been a lot of fun to watch this offense tonight. You know, he's now over 100 yards on the game tonight. This is an evening he'll remember for a long time.
And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. And the incompletion now makes it 2nd and 10 from the 49. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. Oh, the pass rush gets home. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with the perfect call on this important play coming up. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Pressure is coming. They got him. Again, he couldn't escape. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. To the air. It's Jamison. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. And the lead remains at 18 after the miss. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least.
A deep shot to the left side. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They're fortunate to have the lead at the break with those pass protection problems. Let's see if they can clean that up here in the 3rd quarter. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. They'll hand it off. He's got room to run. He's in the clear. Inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Nebraska. They are pouring it on now.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Jamison. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
2nd down, they're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Larson. And tackled there by the defense. That's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. They'll kick it away here. He'll field the punt. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. For a loss.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. On the move now. He finds some space. He called his own number, and the freshman QB keeps this drive moving. The Huskers will line up on 1st and 10.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
The Cornhuskers pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. They're going to run it. He shreds the tackle. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks into the clear. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back. Feed him the ball. Scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with a hot hand.
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. And now the handoff. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Looking to pass. It's Jamison. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. A deep shot to the right. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Morton. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Looking to chuck it again. The pocket breaking down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the punt team now on to kick it away. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's got the first and still going. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
It's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Going to try to use his legs here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
He breaks free. Wow, juke the first tackler. That was enough to make the first down. Booker, Nebraska has the lead here. This has been thorough domination through three-quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. We'll check out the stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
A gain makes it second and medium. Keeping it on the ground here. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Well, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. With the catch, it's Singleton. Tackle right after the catch, but the offense is now in the red zone.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on third down. They go his way again, and it works out.
On the ground, it's Freeman. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Third and short here in this playoff. It's the 9th play of the drive coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for 6. Throw to the corner of the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm not really sure why you're stopping the clock.
Hold up a second. The coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. It looks like the head coach made a smart move on that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
42, Notre Dame, 3.
So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? And looking to throw now on first down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. A completion sets up a second down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
They look to throw it here on second down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. try and muscle for the first down. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. First down, looking for more now. Here he goes. Now the 40. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out in the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
Leaning on the run game here late. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11. The Cornhuskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. He'll hand it off. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Huskers.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the point after is right down the middle.
Nebraska 49.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Their championship dreams not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
And it works. The first down to the 35.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. They'll run it here. They try the middle but gain nothing on that play. 2nd down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play and try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
Single back takes the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's 3rd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here.
Oh, the pass is picked off. He goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.